Radha ma'am, you can start with the session.
About emotional intelligence. So, first of all, let us introduce each other. So, I think there are seven participants. I want them to introduce themselves and say hi to the entire team. Yes, here we go. Yes, Lata ma'am, you can start now. Lata ma'am, please unmute yourself. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Hari Om. I'm
Hari.
Lata, Sri Nyanakshi Vidya Niketan. Hello,
Hello, ma'am.
ma'am.
Nice to meet you. So
Thank you.
I think you will be the active participant today. Yes. Next. Nupur ma'am.
Thank you.
Nupur ma'am. You are not audible. I think you are trying, but you are not audible. Okay, Purnima Vinith, madam. I think some of them are saying hello in the chat box. Okay, Suma madam and Sumeda Dikshit madam, welcome to you all. And yes, let me start the session. And I think there are some messages in the chat box. Let me check that.
Namaste, ma'am. My
Namaste.
name is Medha Dikshit. I am from Sri Gnanakshi Vidya Niketan, Rajarajeshwari Nagara, Bengaluru.
Okay, you're from Bangalore. Okay, nice, ma'am. Nanakshi School. Okay, so nice to meet you all. And today I have a lot of hope that you will unmute yourself and you will participate. I want it to be a nice time. So we have decided that we are going to spend 1 hour on this, and let us make sure we will take maximum from this particular session. So welcome you all. Let me start with my session. Okay, before that, let me just uh, close the camera. I feel comfortable, so that I will just do that. Okay, anytime you can unmute and ask me the doubts. So let us make it a very active session. Here we go. Okay, I think the screen is visible. Is it visible? Yes. Today we are going to learn about emotional intelligence. It is a very essential skill for the educators, because we deal with the children who are nothing but uh, the people with true emotion, isn't it? They'll have lot of emotions. We have to understand it and we have to react as per their emotion. We need to be emotional support for our children. So that is what we are going to do today. So I am Radha Lakshmi V. Rao. I have done MA B.Ed. I am a postgraduate teacher in Danadeepa Senior Secondary School, which is in Javalli, Shimoga. And I am a resource person from Sri Narayani Center for Learning and Leadership. So here we go. So today's agenda is we are going to discuss about the meaning of emotion and emotional intelligence. Both we are going to study, and importance of emotional intelligence. That will be our another concept. Emotional intelligence in profession, which is very, very important. Then also some tips for better emotional intelligence. So this part of the webinar is always open, so it should be a give and take policy. Okay, so with lot of zeal, let us start today's session. So what are emotions? I want you to unmute and say. Every one of us have emotion, right? Sometimes you might have heard people telling that yes, she is bit emotional, he is bit emotional. What is that emotion?
Feelings?
Very good, feelings. Okay, emotion is a feeling. Okay, let me tell you, emotions are complex, or it can also be a simple reactions or responses to an event or experience. For example, we started our session today. I wanted some of you to unmute and speak. So lovely it was that you responded with me, isn't it? So that, somewhere it broke the ice between us, and it is, the sense of belongingness. So emotion is a type of reaction or the response to an event or experience. Let us not forget that they play a very important role in our everyday life. It is required that we should have right emotion at the right time, isn't it? So now let us do an activity. It is a tree of emotions. I have named it as the tree of emotions. Usually what people do, they ask you what is your emotion, please drop the emoji. That has become quite known factor. So I thought let me do something different in my webinar. So it is the tree of emotions. I am going to show you, I have displayed some of the emotions here. So what you need to do is, I am damn sure most of your teachers without pen and paper or the study materials, I can't imagine, because I am also a teacher like you, isn't it? Whenever I sit to listen, it is mandatory that I'll have a piece of paper or a book with a pen or pencil. So now please make note of these words which are the part of emotion. And now let me tell you what to do. Now I give you exactly 30 seconds or 1 minute to note it down. Let me also tell you: curiosity, empathy, envy, caring, fear, arrogance, anger, hope, and cynicism. If you have noted it, drop me a thumbs up. I tell you what to do. Let us do it bit fast. Okay, so I have received a response here. Noted. Yes. Trees here, and in this trees we are going to take the positive emotions in one tree and negative emotions in the another. You are going to find out whether it is the positive emotion or the negative emotion. Okay, you will identify it and you will place it in the different tree, positive tree and negative tree. Okay, let us do it now. First tree for positive nature, second tree for negative emotions. Let us take exactly 2 minutes to finish. Here we go. Okay, so Purnima ma'am has dropped the message here. Trees of good habit. Okay, leaves with brush teeth, respect elders, keep classroom clean, complete the homework, learning discipline. Okay ma'am, you also take these things. So you have written good habits over there. Okay, Lata ma'am, is it not seen to you? Is it not visible? Okay, if it is done, we'll go to the next slide. Okay, Lata ma'am, I can again read it for you. Okay, it is curiosity, empathy. Okay, I will drop it in the chat box. Curiosity, empathy, envy, caring, fear, calm, arrogance, anger, hope, and cynicism. Again, curiosity. Okay. Somebody dropped it. Okay, now we are going Is it visible? Empathy, curiosity, hope, calm, and caring. These things, they are positive. How many of you did it properly? Okay, those who did it properly, I'm going to send a emoji. So here I go with a smile. Now the next one, I'm going to show you the tree with negative emotions. So they are cynicism. That means, why is it me? It always happens for me. Okay, somewhat negative thought. Then anger, envy, that is feeling jealousy. How many of you remember there was a TV ad, owner's pride, neighbor's envy? Isn't it? It is all about enemy. It is all about jealousy. Then fear and arrogance. These are all negative emotions. How did we come to know that it is a positive or the negative one? When you looked at the words, you felt they are good, they are bad, isn't it?
Yes.
So emotion. I'm sorry. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is also referred to as emotional quotient. It is an ability to recognize, understand, manage, and use emotions to guide individual behavior. When we were very young, you might have heard our parents telling, don't be always angry. Or you might have also observed, why are you fighting with your brothers? Isn't it? These are all the common things we come across with. So emotional intelligence same time also make sure that we will guide it, we will come out of that behavior. Now the next slide. I think there is some problem with the internet. If it is not visible, please do drop the message in the chat box, okay? So now we are going to discuss about the major areas we need to concentrate for the emotional intelligence. First one is self-awareness. Now take the pen, start writing your strong emotional. Okay, what is your strong emotion? And where you need to improve. Okay, so it can be anger, it can be anxiety, or it can be over kind, like showing much of concern. You note it down. First, let us make sure what are we into. Okay, which emotion dominates us. Write it now. Okay, so Nopar ma'am, she dropped the message short temper. Actually, ma'am, sometimes it happens when you have high, tension, or it may be because of overload of work, isn't it? Okay, if it is done, let us check. Yeah, over kindness. Yes, madam. Sometimes, we, shoulder the responsibility so much that people start giving extra work, isn't it? In a way,
That's true, ma'am.
that's true. So जो करेगा उसे ज्यादा काम मिलेगा, जो नहीं करेगा ना उसे तो ऐसा होगा कि उसे काम देंगे तो वो पूरा नहीं करेगा, तो ये करते हैं, ये अच्छा काम करती है उसे दे दो. So when you work hard, you will get
सही बोला.
but in a way it is good, ma'am. You will get positive recognition, isn't it? You
Yes,
will
ma'am.
be
We can learn also many
yes,
things.
yes. Actually,
That's true.
you will be always in the good books as the backbone.
Correct. Correct, ma'am.
When it is emergency, without second thought, people will remember you.
True. That's true.
And don't get the credit of the work which you have done also.
Yes, yes, that is true, ma'am. And it increases the confidence level.
Yeah, that's true. We learn, but sometime at the time when the work is done by us, somebody else only take the credit.
I'm going to cover that. Yes, maybe many of us face this, isn't it? पूरा काम करके किसी और को ताली में डाल के दे दे क्रेडिट. Okay, so we have recognized our one strong emotion. Then next, self-regulation. We came to know what is our problem. What is the next step? We need to regulate it. You know your trigger point, okay? Recognize the trigger point, then it is very easy to control it. So that is what we need to do. Sometimes, people can play with you when you are reacting in the quick way. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So people will play with us. They know how to trigger you. Sometimes they will get benefit of our emotion. Okay. So somewhere it is necessary that we should also go with the self-regulation. Then positive communication. Sometimes it happens so that patience, it will get evaporated. But still you have to have patience. You do lot of work, you do lot of help, but what happens, the weak moment when you communicate in a different, maybe out of frustration, or maybe because you are not happy or you're sad or you have done extra, that time, that one moment, okay, in that one moment what you communicate, that will be highlighted. Normally I say, if you keep a white sheet and put a dark, put one dot with the black sketch pen, people will look at that dot, not about the white paper. Isn't it like that? Somewhere when we want to master our emotion, it becomes mandatory, it becomes essential that we should have positive communication. So you all know communication can be verbal and it can be, yes? What is the another way of communication? One is verbal, another?
Written.
Yeah?
Written, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, there is one more, okay? That is how you behave, okay? Body language. That constitute a major part. So even that also should be monitored by us. Then let us have empathy. Most of the time, when you want to become strong, you should have empathy, you should understand others and you should support them. What is the difference between empathy and sympathy? Can anybody drop in the chat box? Empathy and sympathy, are they similar, are they same or different?
No, ma'am, they are
They are
different.
different, ma'am.
Okay, you agree that it is different. How is it different?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, empathy is
Sympathy
like
means it's.
Yes.
Please go on. Thank you.
Okay, I think both Deepas are in race. Fine. So now, Childra Deepti, Madam will start and it will be concluded by Deepa Rawat, Madam. Yes, ma'am, you can.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, internet problem.
No problem.
Ma'am, sympathy means, see, something happened, like, for example, accident happens. So some people will do like, they might be like dead or something. like that they will be thinking. But empathy means who will be going on the spot, immediately they'll call 101 or some immediate help. That
Okay,
is called empathy, as per me.
fine. Deepa Rawat ma'am?
Chillaka
Empathy
Deepti.
feel to that person's shoes, like what situation he or she is going through. That is empathy. To understand that person's situation. Sympathizing is just like, okay, you feel bad about it, but you cannot do anything. Okay, I feel if something bad happens to you, okay, I'm really sorry. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Ah,
But empathy, like, stepping into that person's shoes, what he or she is going through at that particular moment.
yes, yes, yes. So let us all clap for them. Unmute and clap. Let me see how far, how better you clap. Yes. Clap for both of them. Yes. I started. Who else? Who else?
Ma'am, empathy means feeling with someone,
We always
and
say our
sympathy
children.
means feeling for
Ah,
someone.
yes, madam. Okay. So now, empathy and sympathy, they are two different words. Feeling sorry for somebody, that is sympathy. Empathy is going to them, understanding their problem, and if possible, helping them and doing whatever is possible to comfort them. That is empathy. So, let us also have a strong emotion wherein we will have empathy. And trust me, once you have this quality, the people will start respecting you because they feel that you are one among them. And the last one is motivation. Everyone needs motivation, and you should be the leader to motivate others. See, we get inspiration from many things. Sometimes there is some person who is emotionally down, or there is somebody who needs motivation. Go and motivate them, and trust me, they start thinking you as their leader, and of course they also share their ideas. That is always needed. You should motivate others, and in a way you are building your strong personality. So these are all the major areas to concentrate for the promotion of emotional intelligence. Now, why is it important? What is the importance of emotional intelligence in personal life? So when you are telling about the personal life, first thing, we always say man is a social animal, isn't it? In Kannada, they say Manava Sangha Jeevi. So since man has to live in the society, he needs to understand others because he also needs to respond to others. Otherwise, it is not possible to lead the successful life. So, first thing, to understand others. Second thing is, for better parenting, you can take care of your children better than before if you are emotionally intelligent. You can read the emotion of your child. Sometimes what happens, your child is very silent. Without any single thought, you will say something is wrong with my child. You go and ask. If the child says nothing, that means still you feel there is something, isn't it? That is what you can become better parent, or you can understand your child better when you are emotionally intelligent. Then adjust. So that also requires the emotional intelligence. And most important thing, to make decision. See, you are a leader in your classroom, you are a leader in your school, you are a leader in your family, isn't it? Somewhere your role is very important, and you have to take the decision. And that is possible when you think smart without guided by any other emotions, especially negative emotions. Now, importance of emotional intelligence in the profession. All of us belong to a profession. When I am going to take this topic, I'm going to, like I always remember Munnabai MBBS. I think all of you have seen that movie. In that movie, how many of you can recall the role played by Boman Irani. Yes, what is his emotion when he says that as a doctor I should not be emotional? What he says, if I am emotional, what happens when I do the operation or something? I may not do it properly, my hands may shake. So I don't want to be a person with emotions. On the other hand, you see another character in the same movie who feels that emotional intelligence is very important, isn't it? It is just one example which you can draw from your experience, from your exposure. So importance of emotional intelligence in a profession is very, very important. Can you imagine a doctor, a teacher, or a lawyer without emotional intelligence? No, you have to have some set of emotions for your own benefit. So, for better teamwork and collaboration, you need emotional intelligence. How can you get help? How can you extract the work from your team if you don't understand their emotion? If you know their emotion, it is very easy to convince them and extract the work. So that is needed for better collaboration. Then better relationship with the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders for the teachers? Parents, isn't it? So to have better communication with the parents or with the society, it is necessary that a person should have emotional intelligence. Especially society, it has more expectation from the teachers. There is an unwritten constitution, there is an unwritten law that a teacher should be like this. You cannot expect a teacher crying. You cannot expect a teacher being very angry and stern face, isn't it? Because we deal with the young children who may reflect our, who may take our emotions. They may start reflecting our emotions. That's why when you want to have a better relationship with the stakeholders, that is students, parents, management, it is necessary that you should have emotional intelligence to build the strong leadership. Of course, you want to be a better leader. Can you imagine a leader who is not so confident, who is not strong enough, who will cry for even a small failure or a mistake? Can you accept them as the leader? No. In your mind, you will have some idea about leader, isn't it? Fatafat likh ke dalo. What do you expect, or what strong quality you expect in a leader? Start. What strong quality you usually expect from a fast. Okay, so a leader should be motivating one. Yes, madam. Yeah, we don't want any wet blanket to be our leader, isn't it? Who always say, no, there will be a problem. Don't do this, it is going to be a failure. No, we don't want any wet blanket. We always want a leader who will see the bright part of the life. Yes. Then commanding, okay. He should not be like Gidgidara and other things should not be there. Okay. Then cooperative, yes. A leader should not be a dictator, but he should be a democratic leader. He should also give ample scope for individual opinion. Yes. So fine. Yes, he should be strong enough. Yes, I appreciate. Thanks for all the participants. Let us also look forward for, yes, I am getting it. A strong leader should have a balance of personal values, communication skills, and the ability to guide others positively. Yes, Madam Deepa ma'am. And Punita ma'am, emotionally balanced, good listener. Of course, good. Then he should be a person who can motivate, who should cooperate. Yes. So that's why emotional intelligence also helps you to become the better leader. And most important thing, for individual career growth, it is necessary that you should have emotional balance. You want to note it? You can note it. I can just wait for 30 seconds. If you want 1 minute, please let me know. So it is for better teamwork and collaboration, better relationship with the stakeholders, to build the strong leadership, and also for career growth. Okay. Now we are going with the activity 2. So now you are going to find out your trigger and you will find the solution. One trigger and one solution. For example, if you take my example, sometimes I feel that I react very fast. So that is my area wherein I need to improve my emotions. So the trigger is maybe somebody who will speak which may be against my opinion may trigger me. And what is the solution? I should listen to them patiently. I should understand it. I should also pay attention to what is not said, then I should react. So in that way, okay, only one trigger you have to find out and write a solution for that, so that we will start this activity. If it is done, you can drop thumbs up in the group. Only one trigger. Sometimes for the teachers, if the students are talking when you are teaching, that may trigger, isn't it, as the teacher? So what is the solution? Call them separately and tell them how it is going to trouble entire class. Okay. Yes, Nupur. Ma'am, if somebody says something to us, we react emotionally, isn't it? Or sometimes we may also start crying. Isn't it those things? Yes. So what is the solution? Hope you have taken the solution also. I told one solution. That is listening and paying attention to what is not said. Reacting. There are other tips also. I will discuss later. Okay? Yes. So now find the trigger and find the solution. That is over. I am giving you a situation here. And the situation is, I think we discussed it. You really worked hard to complete the project. But a lazy teammate takes the credit. What will you do? How will you manage your emotion? Hope you understand this condition. You are really working hard, okay? You have put all the efforts. From scratch, you have done. And when it is completed and there is a hint that this project is going to be appreciated, it is going to be successful, somebody says that yes, it's done by me, or they say that I have guided them. So they are stealing your credit. What will you do? Will you fight with them? No, right?
Fighting and
No.
arguing is not the solution. This is the thing which we are day and day we are facing. So what I personally do is, I go to my coordinator or the teacher who is assigned that particular job. I show the proof.
Ma'am, you are...
Hello, ma'am, am I audible?
No, ma'am, there is some network issue.
Is it audible now, ma'am?
Now it is audible. Now it is audible. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
audible, ma'am. You are
Ma'am, though
audible.
this is a day and day which happened. Yeah, this has happened with everyone, I guess, believe. So what I do is what I do is I stay calm. I be very polite. I document all the proof, the work
Ma'am,
which I've done. Hello, the proof of the work which the
actually,
assignment which I have done, and then
ma'am,
I
your
show it
voice
to
is
the
breaking.
maybe because of the network issue, ma'am. I may type it,
Okay.
or is it audible now, ma'am?
It is audible. Actually, initially you will be heard. Okay.
Hmm.
Later on, like when you
Yeah, ma'am, I document all the proof
are
and then
telling
I
the
show to
most
the.
important point, we are not able to listen. It is happening like that.
Okay, fine, ma'am. I'll type it in the chat box.
Okay, okay. So Deepa ma'am said she will not fight. She manages in a better way. What she does, she documents everything and she shows that, isn't it? When you have a proof that who is doing, obviously you may have to, you don't have to worry. You are a better emotional, you are a person with better emotional management. Good. Let us see. Ma'am is typing. So, Nupur ma'am, I clear to, head, she will clear to head of the department and also talk to that person. Yes, one-to-one talk, isn't it? That can be fine. You will talk to them personally and, you're just telling that, that I have done the work. So, when it comes to the presentation or taking the credit, it should be proper, isn't it? The ratio of work should get the ratio of credit. Fine. Wait for the time whether it's right or not. Okay. So, Deepti ma'am will wait and she will react later. So, Deepa ma'am, she writes, politely speak to the teacher or team leader and explain the contribution with proof of work if needed. Communicate honestly with the teammate about the teamwork and fairness. Well said, ma'am. Well said. Yes, that's what the quality of emotionally balanced personality. So here there are various ways wherein you can react. It can be like going and telling that on the face, why did you cheat me? Or interrupting in between and telling, no, I have done. Are the better ways which is told by you, going personally and telling with the proof that I have contributed. And most often, you don't have to worry because whatever you do, you can send the mail with CC. Okay, it will be there as a proof that you have contributed. And sometimes, if it is becoming regular, then when the presentation is going on, raise your doubt. Can you please explain this part of project? I want to get clarification. Obviously, one who steals will not pay much attention to it, and then of course you have given a message in a polite way that it is your work and definitely you will take the lead. I think it can be like this something. Okay, so that also you can try out. So why do we need emotional intelligence in the school? We are all the teachers. And as the teacher we need to have strong emotional behavior. Now, emotional intelligence to manage the varieties of people. So, whom will we deal with? We deal with the children, isn't it? We have to cope up with their emotional needs, parents, and management, isn't it? They have different expectation and have to cater all. And students expect you to be very friendly and they want you to give some positive support for them. On the other hand, you need to be very strong when it comes to the parents. You have attended the parent teacher meetings, isn't it? Sometimes you feel very bad because the child, it is putting effort, it is trying, but parents, they are not understanding the child. Then your role becomes very crucial. You have to convince the parents, you have to make parents understand the children. It is not an easy task. So when you are emotionally intelligent, you can handle such situations in the better way. Then emotional intelligence for teachers. So the first one is to understand the student's need. If you are thorough with your emotional intelligence, by looking at the child, you can understand whether the child needs support, whether the child is in trouble, or is it a condition wherein child needs the emotional support. That is very much needed. To solve the behavioral issues of the children. So one case study which I studied when I was doing B.Ed, it was something like this. Okay, I would like to share because how teacher was able to take the situation in the better way. There was a child, actually when we were doing the B.Ed, there was one person who has done the master degree. He was working in a school, and in service training he was doing. So he shared one experience. According to that, there was a boy in his school who used to beat other boys. Okay, he used to hit other boys and beat other boys. But whenever he was with the girls, he used to show lot of respect, caring them, all that used to happen. So it was a major behavioral issue for the class teacher, and parents were called. Like maybe the way it was communicated, it was not proper. So what happened? Father beat the son. It is not the solution. We all know that beating the child is not the solution. In fact, it is not acceptable. Then what happened? This young teacher, okay, he thought he will handle the situation, but you know that without the permission of her, he cannot go and take the situation of some other class, even without the permission of class teacher. So somehow he convinced it, and he took the child into confidence. So he started to speak with the child, spend time with the child. After few days, he was able to know that he will hit the children, he will hurt the children, whoever teases the girls, whoever hurts the girls. He is not hitting all boys. So when he started to know more and more about it, there was a story in which the father was a drunkard and he was beating his mother. Okay, the child from a very tender age, the child has seen the father beating the mother. So that emotion, helplessness, he can't go and save the mother. He can't he can't say anything to the father. In that, he has cultivated a habit in which if somebody troubles the girls, he will go and hit. Soon the like the boy was able of that teacher who was very, very caring. He was able to solve that issue. So it is very much needed to understand the behavioral issue of the student. Sometimes we may not understand, but what we need is a bit of extra patience. If you have a child with a behavioral issue, you need to understand the child. Most of the time, even for recognition, they start doing pranks. When they are not getting enough of attention, they may do this. Then for motivating the students, it is really needed. Most of the time, knowingly or unknowingly, when you speak something positive to a child, it will change your mind. Sometimes try out giving leadership to the child who is not organized. Give. Children may laugh, but tell them, no, he will do. I have confidence. Somewhere, you are giving the opportunity for the child to come from that zone in which unwillingly he is being made to stay. So motivating the student can be possible when a teacher is emotionally intelligent. And also for better interaction with the parents. Sometimes parents come helplessly. Somewhere you need to help my son, he will listen to you. As teachers, we have heard from almost we heard almost every year from one or the other parent that You tell my boy, you tell my girl, she will listen to you. He will listen to you. Somewhere you have a better role to play. Parents trust you, parents expect your cooperation, and that is possible when teacher is emotionally intelligent. Now to the next stage, that is tips for emotional intelligence, better emotional intelligence. You can note it down. We will discuss it later, or when I discuss simultaneously, you can note it down. Name it and tame it. That's what we did in the initial stage of this webinar. Recognize the emotion which trigger, the trigger which can lead to your emotional disturbance. Name it and find the way to tame it. Once you know your loophole, or once you know the loophole of somebody, it is very easy to take off that or avoid it. Then master 6-second rule. What is this 6-second rule? Anybody good? Is anybody in the group good in meditation and yoga? Can they tell me what is this 6-second rule? You can draw that box. It is nothing but pranayama, in which you will breathe for 4 seconds and breathe out for 6 seconds. Yeah, it is about pranayama. It cools down, it soothes your emotion, and it calms you down. That's why you have to master this. And whenever you are in a emotional danger zone, let us call it as a danger zone, where you will quickly react, or unwanted emotion is going to be shown. At that time, please follow the method of 6-second rule. Yeah, inhale and exhale, and it should not be visible also, isn't it? So somewhere you learn a trick wherein you can monitor it. And I also said, listen what is not said. Sometimes what happens, when you speak with somebody or somebody is speaking with you, we may misunderstand what is told to us. So listen carefully. Again, you pay attention what is not said, then you react. Okay, they said like this, but it is not the intention. Sometimes, out of ignorance, people speak. They don't hurting you is not their intention, but they speak. So observe them, observe their body language. If they are telling out of flow, you should neglect it. You learn it. Okay, you will definitely learn it. Now onwards, when somebody says, please observe them, please pay attention to the tone, please pay attention to their body language, understand whether it is really intention to hurt you or it is slip of tongue. Then it is very easy to master the emotion. Then separate intent from impact. The same thing. They are not doing it intentionally, but impact is very bad. Can we take it? Or they are not, they are not that type of people. You should not get hurt. How many times, isn't it? One time, okay. Second time, it is okay. Third time, somewhere there is a need for communicating it properly, isn't it? So you have to speak to that person one-to-one. See, you said me like this. It's okay for me because I understand you, but it is not okay for others. Your tone matters. Your body language matters. So please pay attention to it. Somewhere it will guide them to modify their behavior, and you are also able to come out of that feeling of getting hurt. So separate intent from impact. Do a daily emotional audit. It is very, very effective. What we need to do is, of course, maybe all of us will pray God before sleeping, isn't it? We do a small prayer and we'll sleep. So now, before that, do a daily emotional audit. So what did I do today? Did I get angry? If I get angry, why did I get angry? What was the reason? So when you start analyzing your behavior of the day, you will get lot of inputs. Your mind, you're giving, instruction to your mind that, see, this has happened, I could have done like this. You are training yourself, you are mastering your emotions. You try it for some, you should try it so that you can master your emotion. Then the next one, be curious but not furious. Curiosity is always required because it increases our knowledge. But being furious, it may lead to conflict, unnecessary behavioral issues. So be curious, find out why are they doing like this. What is the intention? What happens if I behave like what happens if I react? What happens if I don't react? Most of the time, please, you introspect. There are some condition when you are doing really well, you are achieving it, there is a good name for you, okay? At that time, somebody else want you to spoil all your image with just one emotion, isn't it? So please make sure you will understand why are they doing, what is the intention, and don't give the reaction which they want. Okay, maybe initially it is difficult, but definitely you can do this. Then please go with healthy habits. Can be yoga, music, dance, sports. They help you to become a strong person and keeps your mind free of stress. So you will not get irritated, you will not get frustrated, you will not give quick reaction. Your mind will be in the happy mood, isn't it? Then last one and most important is know your trigger. If you do all this, you will be a strong person with emotional intelligence. Now first, let us find out further steps towards better emotional intelligence. First one, active listening. There is no hurry, don't react. Just ask them, pardon, can you please repeat? Once you say that, you are alerting them, please watch your words. You are telling them in an indirect way that please watch your words, what you are telling. So be a active listener, and you can just say, can you please repeat in the polite voice? That will alert them and they modify their behavior, and it will be a good response also. Open-mindedness. Sometimes you should feel, yes, they do it because they are not able to do what I am doing. So that is one thing. And second time, they are stealing your credit. Okay, you try how much you want, you can't steal my credit. I have a way wherein I can get it back. So be very cool, be very calm, and you can avoid any such embarrassing conditions. Next, reading. You concentrate on reading their mind. Try it. Okay, try it. It will help you. In another way also you can take it. Start reading lot of books. It gives you exposure for varieties of emotions. When you read a novel, when you read a book, you will be exposed to varieties of emotions. Maybe some of the character may reflect your emotions somewhere. The auditing of your emotion will happen and you will be able to control them. You try it out. Then meditate. So make it a part of your life from today. From today you have to do it because you attended this webinar and it should benefit you, isn't it? It should become a part of your overall personality. So one thing, also go with meditation. By doing this, we are going to make the better emotional intelligence. Are you with me? Are you able to understand? If yes, let us see some emotions in my chat box. You are free to drop any emotions. Yes. First I will start. I will give a smile. Okay, I am very cool. Very good, so sweet. smile, Sumedha ma'am. Emotion, I'm waiting. We are all waiting. We are in the group. Yes. Purnima ma'am also smiley. So nice. All are smiley. Only I am wearing the sunglass and feeling cool. Okay. Okay. Ah, Deepa ma'am, lovely smile. Okay. Okay. Wow. Deepthi madam, two emotions. So sweet of you. So I am happy that all of you are alert. Sometimes what happens, people during this time, they switch, they off the camera and they'll be busy with other work. I am so happy that my team is not doing that. So lovely. Now let us continue. First one, continued part, self-assessment. We have discussed about it. So know your strength and weakness. When you know your strength and weakness, pay attention to your weakness so that you will come out of that. Think and respond. That we will do from now. Listen to the feedback. Sometimes, we don't like to listen the feedback. If somebody says you need to do this, no, I am not like that. You have taken it in the wrong way. I never do that. No. Take that feedback will help you to grow. They usually say, what is that? Smart people are, they usually construct the wall. They construct a beautiful monument or the building with the bricks which is thrown on them, isn't it? So listen to the feedback. Remember, lucky people are those who get the feedback, because you will recognize where am I lagging behind, where I need to progress. Please think, please accept that the people who criticize us are our gurus, but they are correcting us in the wrong way. That's it. They are our gurus because they help us to remove some of the unwanted aspects or elements in our personality. Again, they are gurus, may not be what type of guru you expect. Then channel your emotions. That is also very important. Now, let us go to a very lovely story. That is the story of Buddha and angry man. You may know this story, but still it suits very well for emotional intelligence. So I am going to tell you this. The story of Buddha and angry man, it is all about the strong emotional behavior of Lord Buddha towards a person who don't have a better emotional management. One day it happened so that Buddha was doing his meditation and a man comes to him, starts scolding him continuously. He uses all possible scold Lord Buddha. He says that you are misleading the people. He says that you are running out of your responsibility, whatever, blah, 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 blah. He starts criticizing Buddha, scolds Buddha, uses bad words for Buddha. But Buddha was focused. He did not give any emotion. He keeps calm. He let the angry man to show his anger. It continued. A time came when this fellow who was shouting, scolding, he started to get fed up. He stopped it. Buddha did not reply for that also. He allowed him to calm down. After few minutes, that angry man was so much surprised, he comes to Buddha and asks, I scolded you so badly. I shouted on you. Are you a human being? Don't you think you need to react? Why did you not react? You tell me. Then Buddha asks him, let us imagine a situation in which a person comes and gives you a gift which you don't want. What you will do? He said, I will not accept. Still he tries to give you. What you will do? I will not accept it. Then who is the owner of that gift? Of course, the person who brought that gift for me is the owner of that gift. That is what I wanted to tell you. whatever you said till now, I don't want it. You can, like, I don't want it. It doesn't belongs to me. It belongs to you. A lovely, lovely example for strong emotional management. So it is a policy which we all need to accept, we all need to practice, that if you don't accept the gift, it stays with the giver forever. Okay, now let us go to the next important aspect of this webinar with the quote from Lord Buddha: the mind is everything, what you think you will be. Now it is the time for recapitulation. I'm going to drop a Google form. Please attend it. It is all about whatever we have discussed today. Okay, please attend it and come back and give the feedback to me. Okay, only 5 questions are there. I am not going to take much time. I have given only 5 questions, but it will help you to recapitulate whatever you have learned today. It is in the chat box. You can click on that and get into the Google form. And after that, please come back and start giving the feedback to me. Okay? Yeah, here you go. Hope you are able to access. Okay, it may take just 2 or 3 minutes, not more than that. It is MCQ. You can finish it. And give back the please give me the feedback. And if you have any doubt, you are welcome to ask the question. And in the beginning of the webinar, I said we are going to tips for each other. Please contribute to your group now. Okay. Okay, those who finished, please give your feedback. If it is finished, you can start giving the feedback.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Ma'am, I've done it, and ma'am, indeed, the entire session was very engaging, very beautiful, and lot of learning, ma'am. Thank you. Especially
Thank you.
one thing which I learned is how to analyze self-analysis. What you told, that is very, very important, and which we really lack. So that is very, very important as a teacher for us to self-analyze what today went wrong, so that tomorrow can be much better, and what mistakes I have done today should not be repeated by tomorrow. So thank you so much, ma'am. It was really a very eye-opening session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Deepa ma'am, you are always very active. I am really, very happy the way you participate.
No, ma'am,
Punita
it's a
ma'am?
lot of learning actually. It's a lot of learning. So it's always like, you cannot stop. So I stop doing my work. I make, 1 hour session so that I can learn something. It's very, very learning, ma'am, actually.
So sweet, ma'am. So sweet of you. Thank you. Anybody else?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hello? Hello,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
it was very
Good
nice
evening.
session, and especially I liked the Buddha story and the moral you gave out of it.
So sweet of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Ravi sir, are you there?
Yes, I am here, ma'am. So indeed, the session was really informative, at the same time very engaging. Thank you so much, Radha ma'am, for a wonderful session. We are
Thank you.
expecting much more sessions like this from your end in future. Dearest participants, that's all for today. I believe